Hello everyone, in this video we will be studying about antigens. Antigens, it is a substance usually protein in nature and sometimes polysaccharide which when introduced into a living animal evokes specific immune response either by producing specific antibody or specially sensitized T cells or both. Immunogen, a protein or carbohydrate that challenges the immune system and initiates an immune response, is termed as an immunogen. Types of antigen. There are two types of antigen, complete antigen and hapton or incomplete antigen. Complete antigen. The term complete antigen are used for the substances which possesses antigenic properties de novo. For example, they are able to generate an immune response by themselves. These are high molecular weight proteins, but some as polysaccharides. Incomplete antigen. Hapton is a molecular weight usually non-protein substance unable to induce an immune response by itself but can become immunogenic only when covalently linked to proteins. Examples of hapton: bacterial, capsular polysaccharide of pneumococcus, polysaccharide C of beta hemolytic streptococci. Drugs and chemicals, agents causing allergic content, dermatitis and drug hypersensitivity. Blood group substance, lipids, Forceman transplantation and cardiolipin antigens. Heterophile antigen, certain antigens of similar nature, if not identical, present in different tissues of more than one species, are called as heterophile antigen. Antigenic determinant, the small area of chemical grouping on the antigen molecule that determines spatially immune response and reacts specifically with antibody is called as antigenic determinant epitope. Determinant of antigenicity, foreigners, molecular size, chemical nature, susceptibility to tissue enzyme, antigenic specificity, species specificity, isospecificity, organ specificity, autospecificity. Antibody. Antibodies are defined as specialized serum proteins that are found in response to an antigen and react specially with that antigens or one very closely related to it. Nature. Chemically, antibodies are globulins, hence they are called as immunoglobulin. Immunoglobulin are glycoproteins and comprise 20 to 25% of total serum proteins. Tiselius and Cabet demonstrated that most of the serum antibodies migrate electrotheoretically. This is the diagram of antibody. It contains two light chain and two heavy chain, hence it is called as H2L2. It also contains disulfide bridge. It also contains constant region on heavy chain and constant region on light chain, which remains constant, and variable region on light chain and variable region on heavy chain, which does not remain constant. Antigen binding sites, where antigen comes and bind. Antibody molecules are inverted Y-shaped structures made up of two identical heavy and two identical light polypeptide chains held together by disulfide bond. The longer chains are heavy and the shorter one light chain. Each L chain is attached to H chain by disulfide bond. The two symmetrical H chains are held together by 1 to 5 SS bonds depending on the types of immunoglobulin. The H chains are structurally and antigenically distinct and contain constant and variable regions. Based on the structure of constant region of heavy chains, gamma, mu, alpha, delta and ellipsoid, immunoglobulin are classified into IgG, IgM, IgA, IgD and IgE respectively. The L chain exists in two forms, kappa and lambda. Each immunoglobulin molecule show either 2 kappa or 2 lambda light chains, but they are never found in combination. The light chains named kappa and lambda after Korngold and Lipari respectively, who originally described them. The kappa chains are preponderant, is the most of the immunoglobulin K, and lambda chains are present in a ratio of about 2:1 in any one individual. Immunoglobulin, IgG, IgM, IgA, IgD and IgE. IgG is the major serum immunoglobulin, marking up of 85% of the total amount in adult. IgG participates in most of the immunological reaction such as precipitation, complement fixation and neutralization of toxic and viruses. IgG has the longest life cycle amongst all the immunoglobulin, which is about 23 days. Its catabolism is unique in that catabolic rate depends directly upon the total IgG concentration in serum. IgA is the principal immunoglobulin that appears in the seromucous secretions such as milk, saliva, tears, nasal fluid, sweat, colostrum, and in secretions of respiratory, intestinal and genital tracts. It protects the exposed mucous membrane against attack of microorganisms. Its content in serum is about 150 to 250 mg per 100 ml and constitutes about 10 to 13% of serum immunoglobulin. Molecular weight 160,000 selectively concentration of IgA occurs in secretion and mucous surface that forms antibody paste on intestinal and respiratory mucosa. IgA covers the microorganisms and inhibit their adherence to mucosal cell. IgM remains largely confined to blood serum about 80% because it is relatively large and cannot be separated from blood into tissue. IgM offers protection against bacteremia. Its deficiency may lead to septicemia. IgM is particularly important for immunity against polysaccharide antigens present on the exterior of pathogenic bacteria. IgM also promotes phagocytosis and bacteriolysis through its complete activation activity. IgM is the first immunoglobulin synthesized in an antibody response, and its presence in the serum indicates recent infection. Since it cannot cross the placenta, presence of IgM antibody in the serum of fetus or newborn indicates intrauterine infection. IgM is also a major component of rheumatoid factor. IgD is the least well characterized of immunoglobulins from functional aspect. IgE is present in the serum of patients with certain types of allergies. It is having a short half-life of about 2 to 3 days. It constitutes less than 1% of total immunoglobulin. It is inactivated by heart. High IgE level in the serum is also seen in children with higher load of intestinal parasitism. IgE plays an important role for protection against parasitic infection and is responsible for anaphylactic hypersensitivity. Antigen-antibody reactions. Immunoassays. Immunoassays by definition are procedures that measures antigen antibodies to determine whether the individual is infected or responding to immunization. The diagnosis of infectious diseases with immunoassays involve testing for detection of specific microbial antigens, detection of microbial antigen specific antibodies. Immunoassays are of two types: liquid phase immunoassays and solid phase immunoassays. Liquid phase immunoassays are used in the field of chemistry. Solid phase immunoassays are used in microbiology for detection of antigens or antibodies. Important tests for antigen-antibody reactions include precipitation, agglutination, complement fixation, neutralization, and labile assays, measurement of antigen and antibody. There are several methods available for this purpose. For example, measurement in terms of mass. Antibody titer. The term titer is used to denote the highest dilution of the serum at which antibody activity is demonstrable, which is usually expressed as the reciprocals of the dilution of the serum. Antigen-antibody interactions. The union of antigen and antibody occurs in two stages. Primary interactions. In primary or initial interactions, there is no visible effect and the reaction is rapid. However, microscopic localization of antibody can be observed in a component of particular microorganisms when the antiserum is labeled with the fluorescent dye. The forces of interaction for better fitting of the molecules include electrostatic force, hydrogen bonding, presence of hydrophobic groups, and van der Waals bonds. Secondary stage. The primary interaction is the most instance, but not all this is followed by demonstrable event such as precipitation, agglutination, or alternatively in the actuation of non-antibody component such as serum component or histamine from cells. Precipitation reaction. When a soluble antigen reacts with its specific antibody in presence of electrolyte at an optimal pH 7.4 and requirement temperature 37 degrees Celsius, the antigen-antibody complex forms an insoluble precipitation. This reaction is called precipitation. When the precipitation remains suspended instead of sedimenting, the reaction is called flocculation. Precipitation reaction may occur in liquid medium or semi-solid medium like agar gel, agarose, or polyacrylamide. Application. Precipitation reactions are very sensitive and can detect as little as 1 microgram protein antigen. The test may be done either as qualitative or quantitative test. The quantitative test is much more widely used to detect the presence of antigen and is of considerable value in identification of bacteria, for example detection of group of specific polysaccharide of Staphylococcus, identification of bacterial components in infected tissue, for example anthracis, detection of unknown antibody, for example Vidiarel and Catty in syphilis, medico-legal identification of human blood or seminal fluid, standardization of toxics and antitoxics, testing for food adulteration, techniques of precipitation, simple precipitation test, slide and tube techniques, gel diffusion test, immunoelectrophoresis, simple precipitation, ring test, slide test, tube flocculation. Agglutination. Agglutination is antigen-antibody reaction in which an antibody combines with a particular antigen in presence of electrolytes at optimal pH and temperature, resulting in visible clumping of the particles. Procedures on slides or tiles, in tubes, in microtitration plate, slide and tiles agglutination test. This is widely used method to detect unknown antigen. A fine suspension of antigen is made in saline on a slide and a small drop of antiserum is added and the slide is rocked for a minute. Clumps are found in a few minutes. Active agglutination slide test. In this a direct agglutination of antigen with its corresponding antibody occurs. Passive agglutination test. These are the tests in which specific antibody or known antigen is attached to certain inert carrier particles. Tube agglutination test. Agglutination occurs in a larger volume of fluid in tube. Test in an environment that can be performed under more fully controlled condition. Tube agglutination tests are more sensitive than slide test. Duration or time of agglutination and temperature must be correct and controlled. Complement fixation test. Complement is the name given to a system of some non-specific proteins present in a normal human and animal serum, which has got the ability to damage cells and to stimulate some antigen-antibody reactions. Complement system includes serum and membrane-bound proteins that offers a rapid, highly amplified response in both acquired and constitutive host defense system. There are 9 functional components of complement called C1 to C9. Antigen-antibody complex fits the complement. The coupling of complement with antigen-antibody complex does not have any visible effect like agglutination precipitation. It is therefore necessary to use an indicator system consisting of ship red cells coated with anti-ship red cell antibody. Complement lyses antibody coated red cells. Neutralization. When an antitoxin combines with a toxin, the biological effects of the toxin are neutralized, rendering it harmless to animals. Since toxin is an antigen in solution, it is also precipitated. Labeled antibody assays, radioimmunoassays, immunofluorescence, enzyme-linked immunosorbent assays.